Hi friends. So there were a whole bunch of people that came onto my live yesterday to watch Xenia give birth to her babies. And at one point there were over 1,000 of you. I can't tell you how amazed I am by that and appreciate that. Anyway, baby number 7, the last kitten born, had some life-threatening problems. Her lungs were filled with fluid. I had to use a catheter syringe a number of times to extract the fluid. She was having trouble holding heat, and she was in a lot of distress. So when I ended the live, she had calmed down. She wasn't crying with every breath that she was taking in, and she was breathing more normally, but she still had fluid inside. So when I got off live, my plan was to incubate her and keep her real warm and tube feed her to get some nutrients in her. But after just a little while, I decided it was best to put a heating pad in with the mama and try putting baby number 7 in with mama. And I knew that it would make mama feel really overheated, which is why I didn't do it initially. But I felt it was more important that baby number 7 be with its mama. And I administered some antibiotics to help prevent pneumonia, and tube fed it one meal and put it in with mama, and mama accepted it. So here we are about 12 hours later, which is when I ended the live, somewhere around midnight last night, I think. And baby number 7 is doing great. There are no lung sounds. Her lungs are clear. She's eating. She's warm, and I just took the heating pad out of there about a half hour ago so mama could cool down, because she was actually panting. But baby number 7 survived against all odds, and I owe that to the suction catheter that I used. A bulb suction would never have been able to get all that fluid out. There were about 3 cc's of fluid that came out of that tiny little kitten, and it would have died had I not had that particular tool in my toolbox. Yeah, it was hard bringing that little kitten because it was stillborn. It was completely lifeless and not breathing. And as I started CPR on it, I could see it was trying to breathe, but it couldn't because of all the fluids. So I kept working on her and kept working on her and kept working on her for hours, and now she's okay. It's unbelievable. Anyway, thank you so much for caring and for all of your prayers. I know there were a bunch of you who were so upset that you were literally crying, and I'm sorry for that. I said, earlier in the live that, sometimes it's beautiful and perfect and amazing, and sometimes it's scary and sad, and it's just all part of being a breeder. And thank goodness I've learned some tools to help save some that early on I wouldn't have been able to save. I wouldn't have had the tools that I do now. So yep, baby 7 survives. I want you all to know that, and thank you for your prayers.